is Witcher 3 Next Gen worth playing in 2023? 7 years later, and Witcher 3 received its so-called Next Gen update, and it's free. Tons of useful mods were added in the base game. Tons of mods are coming out every day that are next gen compatible. And of course, addition of ray tracing, nuke my frames by 100 is here also. Witcher 3 is one of my favorite games of all time. One of a kind game. Game that happens probably once in a lifetime. It's so freaking good that it makes the player ignore all of its flaws. Let's rate Witcher 3 Next Gen properly as it deserves. Let's go. First section would be the story. Story is by far the strongest part of the game. Witcher franchise has one of the best protagonists ever, Geralt of Rivia. Geralt is on par, if not even better, than Doomslayer, Super Mario, Lara Croft, and all other legendary protagonists. I don't know what's better, main plot, one of the best DLCs in the history of gaming, Hearts of Stone, the entire storyline, Blood and Wine DLC, all side quests, contracts, random encounters. Every single bigger or smaller quest has its own well-constructed storyline. Unreal. Not a single game in the existence offers so much in quest variety as Witcher. As far as story goes, every conversation is brilliant. Acting, plot, execution, characters, world. I could speak for days about this section, but there is no need. It's done by the book after all. This is the best story in video gaming history, best conversations, and nothing comes close to Witcher 3 in this section. Not a single freaking game. 10 out of 10 for the story. If I could give it 20 out of 10, I would. Next section is game bugs and optimization. Perfectly optimized game without ray tracing. Once you pop ray tracing, prepare to sacrifice a lot of frames in return. And good luck with Novigrad on ray tracing. Aside from performance, loading screens are quite fast considering how huge the world map is. Some old bugs from vanilla are back in next gen, and this game is patched non-stop in return now. Here we go again. I guess like 7 years ago. Mods will fix a lot of problems with both bugs and optimization with ray tracing, and in the future they're gonna do it even more. But right now I can't give it more than 8 out of 10 for game bugs and optimization. Next section would be game time. Humongous game with huge replay value. I got 7 or 8 full runs in Witcher 3 and only 1 now in next gen. Easy, and when I say easy, I mean easy 10 out of 10, a bang for your buck that offers hundreds and hundreds of hours for a silly price once it's on sale, and it's on sale almost non-stop. 10 out of 10 for game time. It doesn't get better than this. Next section would be game difficulty. Even on its hardest difficulty, the so-called Death March, the game is just way too easy. And when I say easy, I mean brain dead easy. Even with difficulty mods, the game is also way too easy. AI is straight close to being brain dead. You can easily finish this game naked with only white sword in your hand without spending attribute points. I know it, and I talk like this cause I already did it once. 5 out of 10 for game difficulty. This is probably the weakest part of the game. Next section would be maps and graphics. Amazing, breathtaking sunsets and dawns. Not a single game impresses me that much as Witcher 3 in terms of graphics. Scale and size of the maps is just out of this world. I just can't decide what's better. Dungeons, caves, mountains, cities, villages. World map is straight brilliant. UI is more than perfect. Ray tracing adds additional spice to already great looking game. I could talk for days about graphics. This is one of the best looking games in the world, especially with mods, especially with all of those upcoming mods. So with or without mods, this is a pure 10 out of 10. Next section would be gameplay. gameplay. Great idea behind gameplay: meditate and prepare potions and spells, investigate monster tracks, chase clues, fight with signs and swords. Absolutely enormous amount of things you can do: alchemy, bombs, combos, dodge, roll, parry, stun, burn, poison, and 100 more things. Backtracking, immersion, surprises, everything is there. Everything is straight up brilliant. And then comes next to no challenge, all because of the brain dead AI. It's a shame. You can fix some damage done with mods, but right now we need to wait for next gen AI, the next gen difficulty AI mod for this game to become great again. 9 out of 10 for gameplay. I just can't give it more. I doubt it even deserves 9 out of 10, but let's say it's 9 out of 10. Next section would be leveling and itemization. 99% of items you'll find in the game, and there are thousands of ingredients, armor sets, weapons. 99% you'll never use. That's the reality. Completely broken itemization system. Leveling is done slightly better. You can play a lot of different builds, but again, all of that is under a huge shadow of brain-dead AI and no challenge at all. This game offers 1 million items that you'll never use, and that's how it is. 7 out of 10 for leveling and itemization. Next section would be NPCs and enemies. Most memorable NPCs in the history of gaming. Best and most memorable monsters and enemies in the history of gaming. That's it in short. If a mod for advanced AI comes out, there is salvation for this section too. But truth to be told, this is probably also one of the strongest parts of Witcher. NPCs and enemies variety, and everything that comes with it. All of it is so freaking unique. The only thing that can ruin the score from the perfect 10 out of 10 is the AI. So 9 out of 10 for NPCs and enemies. The last section would be music and sound. Best voice acting ever. Best music ever. Sound effects. Pure brilliance as far as music and sound goes. It doesn't get better than Witcher. 10 out of 10. If I could, same as I said for the story, I would give it 20 out of 10. But 10 out of 10 now. Final verdict. We got 9 sections with 78 points, and that would be 8.6 out of 10 for Witcher 3 Next Gen. Perfect game, ruined with old bugs, bad ray tracing performance, bad AI, and atrocious leveling and itemization system. The good thing is, millions love Witcher, as do I, and thousands are working on mods. Mods that will improve performance, improve enemies AI, improve overall challenge of the game, fix bugs, and make itemization far more important for the actual gameplay. Once you install over 50 to 100 mods in a year from now, we're easily looking at close to 10 out of 10 RPG, and probably the best RPG ever created. Oh yeah, what's new in Next Gen? Aside from ray tracing, we got one very cool hour-long side quest, 1 hour-long secret quest, and a bunch of new weapons and armor sets. That's about it. That would be everything that's added in Next Gen Edition. Solid to already huge game. There is no better game than Witcher 3 for the very first blind run. That's the only thing I'm sure of. I'm actually jealous on everyone that's gonna play Witcher, not only 3, the entire franchise, for the very first time in their lives. I wish I could erase my memory and play the entire trilogy again, because it's one of a kind experience and probably top 10 games ever created in the history of mankind. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you on the next one. Thanks for watching.